but I highly doubt this is like a brand new relationship. I'm sure they've been together for months, if not a
Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody is having a wonderful week so far. I wish I could say I'm having a wonderful week, but it's just been, when your hands feel like they're tired and there's nothing else you can do. I'm at that point because, for first of all, this has got to do with kids, what I'm going through right now. But let me tell you this, my daughter was scammed out of $200 by a schoolmate. And unfortunately, my heart gets in the way because I don't want anything bad to happen to a kid. Just do the right thing. That's all I say. Just do the right thing. But anyway, this is not a video about that. I'll definitely discuss it in my next video. For now, we're going to talk about Katie Joy without a crystal ball that just cannot seem to help herself. It's like, not because something is public record do people need to be outed or doxed or anything like. It's just not necessary. And what we're going to get into today is Christine actually announced who this gentleman is that she's dating. Congratulations to Christine. She deserves every happiness she can find. But before that, my usual disclaimer, please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. Also, before I get into this video, and if I do also, before we get into this video, a huge shout out to Llama Girl and to BALLZ 2.0. I will leave their handles down in the description box because without them, we wouldn't be catching all these dirty deletes that Katie Joy does. So when I will credit them wherever I use their screenshots. But thank you so much, you guys. Once again, I appreciate you. I truly appreciate you. So I'm sure, as you guys know, Christine Brown actually announced the gentleman that she's dating. And first of all, congratulations once again to Christine. She deserves every bit of happiness. She deserves to be free. She deserves to enjoy this time. She deserves everything good that comes her way. And honestly speaking, when I saw this, my heart just sank. And instantly, I just prayed for a hedge of protection over Christine, over this gentleman, because in true Katie Joy fashion, I knew, I felt it. This poor guy is going to be looked up like there's no tomorrow. And my gut feeling was not wrong. So what I am going to do is like play clips from her video. And we're going to talk about it. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I prefer you guys to hear it from the horse's mouth. And also she makes it very, very clear in this video that Christine was never legally married, and all Christine was a breeder for Cody Brown.
This is a woman, again, who's never been married at all. She has been in a relationship with a man that they would never legally had a marriage. They also really didn't have a relationship outside of her being a breeder for him.
Now, in my opinion, that is so disrespectful towards Christine. At the end of the day, that's the life that Christine Brown chose. So if she is now at a place where she has left this organization, as Katie Joy calls it, a cult, we should be supporting her, not pulling her down and classing her. I mean, that to me is totally, totally disrespectful. Check this out.
Christine Brown's new relationship, she announced it a couple weeks ago. And now, as I'm looking back onto social media, I'm seeing that this was pretty strategically planned by TLC.
Now, let me expose Katie Joy's con artistry, okay? She received this comment on a post she made before making her video, where it states, and she's talking to someone else and says, they have been dating almost a year. McKelty said it in her Patreon last night, in which Without a Crystal Ball responds to her and says, I never heard McKelty say that. So you heard her weaving around the fact that how long have they been married? Weaving around the time frame on which they're together, because now bear in mind, she got this in her mind that, oh, probably McKelty did say that. So maybe she needs to go and find the information, but she's playing it safe. And there she says, if she got a guess, this is all a PR stunt. They planned all this, and always harping on the fact that nobody knows how long they've been together. Then she goes into the time frame in which Christine Brown and this gentleman have been dating.
A few weeks ago, she says, I'm dating again. I need advice. And then that's followed up by like a couple weeks later. Oh, I have an exclusive. My boyfriend, I'm in an exclusive relationship. To then followed up by today, we find out that she's literally in love with this man. My guess, if I'm going to be a betting person, is that Christine has probably been in this relationship for a long time. The way that this relationship has been debuted onto social media, it feels like this was a PR strategy, because now they're announcing their relationship on February 14th.
Now, in my opinion, I think this was the perfect day to announce who she's dating, how she's so in love with this person. Announcing it on Valentine's Day, a day when people express their love and affection for each other. But no, not according to Katie Joy, because this all got to be a scam. Who cares? You'll know a season 18 is coming up. So all of a sudden now, whatever Christine or anybody else does, it has all got to do with TLC and the show. It's like, so what? Let them be. She deserves to be earning that money now. She deserves to be in the spotlight. It's fine, in my opinion. She deserves everything that's coming her way. Don't you guys think that she's suffered enough?
I don't think it's probably as new as it seems. I'm sure they look super comfortable and cozy. Another reason I believe this relationship has been like debuted through the network, on top of the fact that there's crew in the photographs with Christine, is that only a couple weeks ago, David set up a brand new Instagram, and his Instagram looks to be like brand friendly, where they're just, showing the best of David.
One thing with me, when I listen to Katie Joy, I listen very carefully to her wording. And in this clip, she used the words brand friendly and she used the best of David. When you're opening an Instagram account, say, like she said, it's brand friendly, okay? What else was he supposed to do? Be like you, Katie Joy, where you post on your Instagram how your dogs are humping each other, when you're supposed to be paying attention to your son, reading or doing something on his iPad, enjoying time with him, or maybe showing people how filthy you are. Or even this picture. I think that's inappropriate. But go off, sis. If you feel that he's using that and only using good pictures or being brand friendly, I don't see anything wrong with that. He's a classy man.
He appears to be in his late 50s. He is a grandfather. He's also a widow. His wife, I believe, passed away around 2014. I believe he's actually from the LDS faith, although I don't know if he's still like an active member in the LDS. He likes to go to Disney, apparently. Beyond what I've told you is that he was a widow. He's a widow that had a wife that passed away. He's a father. He's a grandfather. He has a construction company. He appears to be financially well off right now. And at this point, that's, I guess, what fans need to know.
She just couldn't help herself. As per usual, what Katie Joy does. Checks tax records, property, all that shit. But this is what she said. Without a Crystal Ball has done some sleuthing on David. According to his Facebook, he has been in a relationship with Christine since December 10th, 2022. This means they've been dating for 2 months. David is a widower. His late wife passed away in 2012. He owns a drywall company. According to court deeds, he's also had some financial issues. He's declared bankruptcy in 2014. According to the filings, he declared over 1.1 million in debt. At that time of the filing, he reported income from the previous 3 years was less than $27,000. He has an IRS tax liens, outstanding business loans, and a massive American Express bill. Why, people? Why is all this necessary? Why the fuck does this need to be done? I went and I watched at least 8 videos that discussed Christine Brown's breaking exclusive news that she's dating this gentleman. Tough Topic I've watched. Never spoke about the background of this gentleman. Reality Squad, same thing. Just spoke about the gentleman that she's dating And both of them were ecstatic for Christine. Then we get to the Sister Wives show. This gentleman had actually exposed Christine's new boyfriend 4 days ago. So he's on top of it. If you go, I'll leave all these links in my description box. Go ahead and watch it. Then I also watched SW Gossip. Same thing. A day ago, they announced it. So everybody is so happy for Christine. Katie Joy, without a crystal ball, is the only person that is digging up his personal business. And maybe public record. But no, that is overstepping. Absolutely overstepping. When is she going to stop? She says she doesn't dox people. As I said, I'll leave all those videos linked down in the description box. Feel free to go and watch it and you'll see for yourself. Nobody's pulling up this man's background. Only Katie Joy Paulson. She needs to be stopped. This is unacceptable. His bankruptcy was discharged a few months later. WACB did not find any criminal history, according to his late wife's obituary. What the actual fuck? I mean, isn't that a bit too far? I think that's way too far. A funeral was held at LDS ward in Utah. David's family has a long history in the LDS faith. His father converted to the religion before he was born. Prior to his bankruptcy, he owned a massive home in Herriman, Utah with over 6,500 square feet. Today, he's downsized into a modest home with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and 1,500 square feet. Now, that jumped out at me. You know why? Because she's trying to be so kind. Oh, he downsized to a modest home with 1,500 square feet. Can you remember when she reported on Jessa Duggar and how she lived in that tiny house with only 1,500 square feet? When his late wife died, he had several minor children. The youngest appears to have been 6 at the time of her death. I am a reporter and a media outlet. If you expect anything other than reporting, which what I've shared is all public record, please unfollow. This is what I got to say. To all those people that do follow her for the tea, you guys are enabling this woman to hurt people. Why is this okay? He is just a boyfriend of Christine Brown. This is who she's with right now. Don't you think Christine did her due diligence? If she's happy, she's happy. Okay, first of all, let me give you a heads up. This is where I'm going to get into swearing. Because what Katie Joy is doing is absolutely fucked up. If Christine needed her help, first of all, I'm sure Christine won't even look her way. Secondly, if Christine wanted to do a background check on her boyfriend, she would have done it on her own. She does not need, without a crystal ball, to do this. But because she is so fucking miserable, without a crystal ball, is so fucking miserable in her own life, it irks her to see other people happy. And that is just sad. Very, very sad. Maybe once again, I'm going to tell without a crystal ball. Maybe she should find happiness and find out how good it feels to live in happiness. And as per usual, she deleted that post.
So these two are on a fast track of being soulmates.
Fast track to soulmates. Once again, nobody knows how long they've been together. And this is the epitome of two people, whether you 17, 18, 19, whether you're 50, when you'll have those feelings for each other, you're going to scream it from the highest rooftop. Obviously, David and Christine are in love with each other. Let them deal with the way they feel. Don't put negativity on it. Let her enjoy her ride, period. Why is Katie Joy looking for something negative in this? Because at the end of the day, the mental gymnastics as you go through this, it's like it's either you're happy for her and just not say a damn word, or say, you know what, I'm going to be there for Christine. I'm going to have her back. Nobody needs Katie Joy Paulson, aka Without a Crystal Ball, to have their back. Nobody. Because if you feel you need Katie Joy to have your back, I'll pray for you. So now let's hear on how Katie Joy, as she always does, inserts herself and makes this about her. How she knew that her husband was the one after a short period of time.
I've been married for 12 and a half years. I've been with my husband for 14 years, and I knew my husband was the one after 2 weeks. When I shared this on my Instagram, I simply shared Christine's message, and when I posted it, there was like a lot of mixed reactions, I have to say. We also don't know how long she's been dating him, so it might seem fast for her to say that it's the love of her life, but in reality, he might be a boyfriend she's had for a year.
Again, Katie Joy, where did you get that from? Oh yes, this person.
We really don't know, again, how long they've been dating. And again, she has been apart from Cody for a long time. So
why is it so relevant for Katie Joy to know how long these people have been together? As long as Christine is happy, you can see she's happy. That is the main point here, is that Christine Brown is happy. She finally is content. She herself is showing her happiness. So can't you just fucking be happy for her?
I do know that, like...
Why does she laugh like that? That's weird as fuck.
There's a higher rate of like divorce when it comes to second marriages, or like they always say that like 50% of divorces in first marriages, and then like 75% in second marriages, and it just goes like kind of higher and higher, I guess. I don't know the whole stats, but
wait, hold on. Didn't she say she knew the statistics? But then she says she does know the statistics. But yeah, you have it here. 50% for first marriages and 60%, not 75, Katie Joy. You need to do your research before you get online. Same thing, side note. Like when she was talking how the Duggars conveniently left the country because of Ginger's book. And she misspoke about geography in regard to the UK. And guess what excuse she used? When somebody corrected her about her geography, she went and she got defensive as per usual. And this is what her response was. And then she blamed not knowing on a cold that she has. A cold that she got from her son. Can this woman stop throwing her poor child under the bus? Unbelievable. But anyway, let's get back to Christine Brown.
Christine is a 50-year-old woman, and she is coming out of a high control group. She's coming out of a cult. She's coming out of that whole mindset. So yes, there is some risk in that she might fall for someone that could love bomb her. She's also been with a narcissist, so she could fall back into the familiarity of being with a narcissist. We know nothing about this man at this point.
Now, why would Katie Joy have that kind of mindset? Oh, I think I know. When Christine Brown actually announced that she was dating and that she was seeing somebody, what did Katie Joy do? She ran to Kristen Decker to let Kristen Decker know that Christine was actually dating. And then she decided to post. Christine Brown recently announced that she has a new boyfriend. She said that he was everything that she was looking for in a video on Instagram. Christine said he's a dream come true. I reached out to Christine's aunt, Kristen Decker, to get her reaction to the news. Christine left polygamy when she was 50. Pay attention, same age where now Christine left. Because polygamous relationships in their cults are not based upon love, experiencing love, or even true feelings towards somebody is completely new. According to Kristen, ex-members can be susceptible to getting into another abusive relationship. This to me seems so condescending, because it's like they saying that Christine is not smart enough to make good choices. Since Christine was married to a narcissist, she was used to love bombing and men that pull out the stops to woo a new mate. Christine said that she fell for a man after leaving that love bombed her, showered her with gifts and romance, and then changed after they married. She divorced the man after 3 years before finding love for the third time with a late husband that passed away last year. Kristen said that this happens frequently because the women are taught to be very trusting and ignore warning signs. Her advice to Christine is to take her time and watch for any red flags that pop up to avoid diving into another abusive relationship. Now, I just had to read this comment because this was hilarious. So last night I learned on John Yates' podcast that Janelle worked for social services in Utah. Wow. Also, I saw a picture of Christine's new boyfriend. I'm so happy for her. To which Katie Joy, check this out. She says, I have no interest in outing a man that she hasn't discussed publicly. So when she posted the screenshot, it says Christine's aunt cautions her to go slow in a new relationship. Christine's joy at this point in life reminds me so much of mine when I left. I was the same age. Lost weight, was free. Had my own autonomy. But I trusted someone who threw out the red carpet, took me on trips, and just put on a great front. He made everything look perfect. I fell for this kind of romance I'd never had before. His true colors came out after we married. I believe he was a psychopath. I got out after 3 years of hell. Absolutely not to say that would happen to her, but it happens too often to those of us who had been so trusting. I hope she goes super slow and watches every move he makes. Now, my opinion to that, so inappropriate, and which was not Katie Joy's place, because she seems to be a go-between in Christine Decker, aka Christine's aunt, which Christine Brown does not even acknowledge. She doesn't speak to her, and this has been going on for over a decade. So, including Kristen Decker, maybe she should have just said to Katie Joy Paulson, I'm happy for her. Because at the end of the day, don't you learn by your own mistakes? Oh, what you're doing, you got to be careful because we come out of this organization. We're not there fully mentally, so we can fall into the same situation. It's like, give me a fucking break. Mind your business. Let her be. Let her do what she wants to do, what makes her happy. But you can't seem to acknowledge that. If she fucks up, she fucks up. Then all she can do is learn from her mistakes once again. But Katie Joy just had to go there. Had to go there. But let me show you exactly how Katie Joy truly feels about Christine Brown, which now this post is deleted. As an advocate for children and staunchly against child abuse and exploitation, I am stating now I do not support any of the adults on Sister Wives. Cody and all of the women have participated in exploitation and abuse of their children for profit on national television for 13 years, in my opinion. A little bit of a side note once again. I wonder if this alleged, or in my opinion, is going to save her from future lawsuits. While I'm glad the women have left, they are still culpable for their role in the lies to the public and the exploitation and abuse of their children. They have committed welfare fraud, bankruptcy fraud, and numerous crimes, in my opinion. No woman that leaves an abuser should stay on the show to help the abuser. The wives that stay on Sister Wives are complicit to the abuse of their kids for profit, in my opinion. Given the totality of everything that has come to light, I cannot support this any longer. I stand against child abuse. I am a product of corporal punishment and will never, ever stand by anyone that hits child, ever. I broke the cycle and my son is a good kid who has never been hit. If Christine and Janelle really care about their kids, they would leave the show. Otherwise, they are supporting an abuser. I don't support abuse of children ever. Don't come for me. I just can't anymore. I will be kind in my reporting, but I will not placate or co-sign abuse ever. Please stand with me. You can love the woman and still demand accountability and change. Enabling hurts their kids. Once again, I know everybody's not on the same page in regard to corporal punishment. I get that. If you are my age, 48, okay, old as hell, but anyway, I grew up with corporal punishment. And I remember how many times did I get smacked in my mouth for maybe trying to get smart with my parents, no, with my mother because she was the disciplinarian. And how many times did I get a shoe thrown at me? How many times was I chased around our bird bath with a wooden spoon? That's just how we were raised. I'm not going to blame my parents like Katie Joy blames her parents for the way she is today. No, you got to take accountability for your own actions. Because one thing Katie Joy does a lot is lies a lot. And I can show you plenty of lies because she cannot seem to keep a story straight. And this is a typical example of where you saw somebody mention in a comment that they've been together for a year. But look how she worked her way around sticking to that. Because she got in the back of her mind, it's like, you got that information, but I should be having that information. And another thing Katie Joy's been doing a long time is stealing other people's content. She's not the go-to for Sister Wives. As you can go and see for yourself, Sister Wives show. He announced or exposed Christine's boyfriend 5 days ago. But he didn't go into his background. He was kind. This is what you called kind, Katie Joy. And let's not forget how she tried to out Christine Brown when she found out that Christine Brown blocked her from her Instagram. But that's who Katie Joy is. She will report on what she feels her audience needs to hear. So like she pointed out, the majority of her comments are positive. So she's going to be positive towards Christine. The post that I read to you that she actually deleted, majority of the comments after Payden had actually come out and said that he was abused by Mary. She went off on those people's emotions of being angry. So she jumped on board. All to make money off of you. This woman is no good for people's mental health. Not at all. People don't watch my videos when I show Katie Joy, which I totally understand because at the end of the day, your mental well-being is more important to me than a view. So I totally understand, you guys, and I don't blame you. Because most of the people that dislike Katie Joy have a reason to dislike Katie Joy. She said something mean, call them names, or just being mean. So with all that said, a huge congratulations once again to Christine Brown. I wish you and David nothing but the best. And I hope that you'll find the peace and happiness that you'll both deserve. So you guys, that's it from me. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Please don't forget on your way out to like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. Also, make sure or double check to see that if you are subscribed, that you still subscribe, because I just got a message in one of my comment section again that people were being unsubscribed, and I believe that's a usual thing now that's going on YouTube. With that said, thank you so much once again, you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another, and don't forget, make good memories. Bye, guys.